Vulcan S. Dual review. Oh, that feels weird. Oh, I'm not going to lie, that's really weird. You know what? No, it's just different. Oop, fucking hell. Ha! Donkey. Oop. I missed the fucking foot pegs. I have to take it slow because I don't know where the fucking foot pegs are. One day I will get out of here straight away. Oop. I'm looking for my fucking foot pegs again. That is so weird. I don't like it. No, it's oh. Right, so yeah, today we're on the Kawasaki Vulcan S. This is a dual vlog or dual review because it's actually a bike that Zojo wants and my sister wants. So she's thinking about doing a CBT, but you want to think what you're going to get after that. So she's going to get an idea of what she can have in the meantime. Oh, sorry, what she's going to get after, you know, she's got that 125 phase out of the way. And so we thought, what's A2 compliant, short enough for her, and she's already sat on, she knows it's comfy. Vulcan S. Which, I'll tell you what, it's a sporty little cruiser as well. I mean, it's the ER engine out of the ER6 and the ER, the ER6 is, you know, the F and the N, and the Versys 650. Or I suppose now the Ninja 650, though it's still the old engine, I believe. Got a nice simple display. You've got time, odometer, an eco light to show you when you're riding economically, speed, and a fuel gauge. And then obviously you've got your analog tacho. It's going to take me a bit of time to get used to this because, generally speaking, I don't ride. This is the first cruiser I've ever ridden, which you can tell by the fact that I have been searching for the foot pegs in the wrong place. So what I will say is this seat is comfy, and even with Zojo on the back, it doesn't care too much. Obviously, being a naked bike, you've got a lot of wind. It's hitting me on the stomach as well as the chest. It's got ergo fit foot pegs and handlebars. So personally, for me, this is the standard setting. I might want the foot pegs a bit further out, and the handlebars a bit further forward. But it's still comfy. You've got a little bit of vibration through the pegs. My foot is actually shaking because it feels so weird to me to have my feet out. But it's probably the least complicated bike I've ridden in a while. It's got ABS. I think that's it. I can see why people like the cruiser thing now. It's very relaxing. Though I'd still like these probably a little bit lower, so I really don't understand people with the ape hangers. We will stop a couple of times to get Zojo's point of view on things. This little parallel twin is nice. It's quite loud for a standard exhaust as well. I mean, obviously, I'd personally get some louder pipes on it, but you know, that's kind of the whole cruiser thing, isn't it? Tank's not too wide, kind of nicely fits between my legs. I'm not actually sure how much it holds, but all I know is the dude's filled it up to the top and he says I've got 2 hours for once. We probably won't use that 2 hours, but who knows. This is so weird! Oh, fuck! No. It's too short! I can't! My brain doesn't... Oh, you short ass. Comfort-wise.
Well, not for passenger, no.
Not for passenger? Well, to be fair, the roads are a bit shit. Yeah, my ass is currently trying to work out how it's sitting in a sofa. Oh, sorry. And on a bike at the same time. So it's really plush. It's like, well, it's kind of... I don't want to say cupping my buttocks, but there isn't another word. The engine braking on this is pretty fucking strong. Oh, it is a lovely bike. It feels well built as well. It feels like sturdy. Cool. It's got a nice bit of grunt to it. The budget suspension is working quite adequate, actually. It's not too firm, but it doesn't feel like it's soft. I wouldn't imagine you could throw it into some twisties, but I think you get the pegs down before you'd really have to care too much about that. It does feel quite flickable. I don't want to do too much because there's Zojo on the back. It does have more of a front, I suppose, yeah, fuck it, that's a word. It has more of a front to it than the regular ER6. Should we try and top speed this bastard? Oh, look at that car. Oh yeah, you've definitely got the wind on this. has already started to pull me back quite a bit. I think if you're looking for a good entry point into the cruiser market, this might be a good idea, considering the prices. I think it's only somewhere around about 6, 7. And, alright, it might not have the character of the Harley Street. Was it the Street 750? Or whatever they called it. But it's got, you know, that touch of refinement to it. Alright, the clocks are basic and the switch gear looks budget, but that's it. It's budget. If the cruiser's your cup of tea, then this might be it for you. Hey Dinosaur, what do you think of it? He's speechless. The mirrors are quite good if I can actually get them fucking set up right. That one's good. This one I keep thinking is right, and then I realise half my arm is in it. Okay, cornering on cruisers. Cornering on cruisers. Actually, it's quite good. Yeah. It still feels super weird though. Right, let's give it some shit. Oh yeah, you can feel that wind. Oh. Standard place again. Oh. Where the fuck is the kickstand? Ignore that. Right. Hold on, let me get... You're 5'4". Yeah. But you're 5... That really doesn't agree with you, does it? Saying that, that distance is like the length of the bottom part of my fucking leg. So for someone like...
It's pushing my hip like that.
That's not good. Hold on. For the record, if you're 6'1", that's not comfy. But to be fair, how many people are going to have this and have someone on the back? You're 5'4". You'll sit on that and just prove that... I think if you're 4 foot, you can get on that. So yeah, it's ideal for a short person because you can reach the floor. And it's a good length of leg, and that's the standard fitment. So would you want it shorter?
I'd have it short.
A little bit shorter, but you got a good reach to that? Your blue is clashing with the green though. Good kind of cruisery noise. I mean, it's a sportier cruisery noise though, isn't it? Love the little details. No, that seat is... Alright, it's padded, but you have to have an arse no wider than that. Yeah, it's chain drive, not shaft drive. You've got the horizontal shock, makes it really easy to adjust. Standard steel beam frame. Sorry, steel tubular frame. I love these little bits on the sides of the radiator. And I think the headlight looks quite nice. Alright, it still has that air of budget, but it's not, you know, oozing budget, and it's solid. It's like proper fucking... Alright, that moves a little bit, but fuck it. You're used to that. It's lovely. I'm not used to that. I've got kind of used to it. The cornering helped, because I immediately thought I was just going to go... But actually, this... Yeah, that says... Like, hold on. Look at that chicken strip. It's not very wide. That says the ability of this cruiser. It's got Sportmax D2220F ST tyres. No, sorry, I'll just take stills from your video. That's what I do for mine. Yours is better, because someone's flash and running 4K. Should we get back on? I mean, look at that. I think that's quite nice, that. Yeah. It's a petrol-powered vibrator. Yep. Born to be wild. So yeah, I think if you weren't going to have pillions, this would be ideal. It's got a kind of it's a lazy enough engine, but if you keep it just in higher up in the revs, you kind of 4,000 or 5,000 revs mark, you get that little bit of fun. I now have more of an appreciation for the lazy cruiser way. I think I'd rather stick some bar-in mirrors on this. Might improve the looks a little bit. But, yeah. It's old conventional bulb lights, not LEDs. I do like the white on black. So I think black on white might have worked if they had it as a more old school bike, but clearly it's not a more old school bike. So see how lazy it is. 2,500 revs. It's just chugging along. The rear suspension is actually quite bouncy, which the problem is it's shooting Zojo off the back, which is not helping her back. So it can pull from about 2,000 revs. I wouldn't go any lower than that. That is reluctant, but it just chugs along. I think it's only 70 horsepower, about 47 foot-pound of torque. This is a casual bike, isn't it? This is the coast road, gently cruise along at 60 maybe. I find 50 is the right speed for no wind, but just that little bit of pace. Do I like it? Yes, I think it's quite nice. It feels unnatural to me still as a cruiser, but I've got used to the feet forward thing. I'm probably going to get on the next bike and put my feet immediately forwards. But for now, it works. That kind of wanted to lift the front. In second gear, alright, there's still on the back, which means the balance is more biased towards wanting to lift, and it's slightly uphill, but still, second gear easily wants to do it. My bum is definitely comfy on the seat. If you shuffle right back into it, I've shuffled forward a bit now to give Zojo a bit more room, which has kind of been a bit anticlimactic, I think is the best way to put it, because it turns out that then cramps her legs even more on those pegs. So, you can't really win on that. The gearbox is actually quite nice. It slots in nicely. It doesn't have a clunk, but it's not, so smooth you can't notice you're in gear. You can feel you're in gear. Do I think this is an ideal fun bike? I think it is. The tyres inspiring quite a bit of confidence. Although budget themselves. And because it's a standard 120/70, 160/60 fitment, you're not going to have trouble finding tyres. If you want a cruiser, but you want something Japanese and reliable, this is for you. It's still got that poke to have fun. It's still a comfy, relaxed seating position, and it's got that little bit of poke at the exhaust. Though if you can find some straight through pipes, or not quite straight through, but something noisier, I would recommend it. And just enjoy the ride. Oh, hold on, it's actually got miles to the gallon. It's 73 miles to the gallon. I've averaged 32.2. I've got 150 mile range. Probably should have pressed buttons earlier. Too busy trying to get used to it. Oop. That did not help. I said that did not help. Not too bad to push around, though. Wow, I fucked that up. The Vulcan S. Good beginner cruiser. Yeah.